Hello my friends, Green Energy here, and we are starting our next series on the channel with Dark Souls 2. I should note that this is the Scholar of the First Sin edition, which was the remastered for the game on the PlayStation 4. So without further ado, let's get it going. Figured we would continue the From Software Soulsborne, if you want to call it that, series by starting with Dark Souls 2 right after Dark Souls 1.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
A little spooky cutscene to open up our adventure into Dark Souls 2. now we are in Dark Souls 2. Things Betwixt. So in that cutscene, we were obviously the hooded figure that jumped into that strange lake. I can't remember if there's anything around here we can pick up. I don't think so. Unlike the first Dark Souls, where the cutscene kind of opens up, showing us the Lord bosses that we're going to fight later in the first Dark Souls, this game is slightly different from that. We don't have the same sort of story. They didn't try to copy and paste the same story to progress our adventures here. What we got here? Rusted coin. So, a little different. Did show us a couple of areas that we'll end up exploring by the end of the game. The other item we're going to want to grab is right under that waterfall. To get there, you can go up and around, or you can go right over here. Grab this. If you are new to the channel and didn't see my first Let's Play of Dark Souls, I have played these games before a couple times, all the way through, but I don't consider them walkthroughs because I'm not a master at these games. I don't know where everything is. I sometimes won't go through all of the zones the way you should, and so it's a Let's Play, even though I know where I'm going. This big ol' hippo guy, we're going to leave him alone because he's going to kick our butts if we even try to take him on. Just couldn't remember if there's anything else up there. Now we can go inside the little tavern here.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you? You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them. Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed. What is your name?
Got the creepy old ladies in the tavern. Where's my underscore? There it is. Oh. There we go. Yes, that's my name.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
So we're going to consume that effigy. That is how we become human in this game, as opposed to being hollow. We will eventually see that there's a slight difference in this game to Dark Souls 1 and even Dark Souls 3 on how humanity is very important to this game for a number of reasons. First, let's figure out what class we're going to do. My recommendation, again, if you're a new player, would probably be to say probably night, because if we use our help, our icon, this first one's our level, our vigor, which is in place of our vitality from the last game. Vigor is our HP. Our endurance is just endurance. Our vitality now determines our equip load, not our health. Our attunement is for spells. Our strength is for certain weapons. Our dexterity is also for certain weapons. Mostly heavy weapons versus more high-leveled weapons. Adaptability is our survival instincts. Intelligence will also be for spells, and so is faith. If you didn't see me in my Let's Play last time, I mentioned that I don't really use spells very well. I'm not very accustomed to using them. So we're not going to be a cleric, a sorcerer. I don't feel like we should be an explorer. I'm leaning towards either the swordsman or the warrior, possibly. The swordsman's gonna have, like, no health. I feel like I'm gonna use a shield. I think I'm gonna go with probably warrior. That's what we're gonna do. For our gift, it looks like in the first game we had to use the master key to open up some doors. This one doesn't have that sort of item that's necessary for that. I think we're going to use human effigy because they can be hard to come by. Gender, we are a dude. Yeah, let's just keep it the way it is, but let's make us super ripped. For hairstyle, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let's keep the one we had, but let's pick more of darker hair color. Nope, that was the right one. There's some weird colors for eyes. Mine might be the closest to that. But I don't go too far into it, just to make it so he doesn't look like a ridiculous fool.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know.
Y'all are so funny.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
We need to get these ladies some Colgate. Need to brush their teeth. Alright. Now we're done with the creepy old ladies. Right upstairs, we got this chest right here. Human effigy. So if you look at my health bar right now, I don't know if you noticed before, but that it was cut down kind of in half. On the right side of my red health bar in the top left, every time I die, I will lose my humanity, just like in the first Dark Souls. But my health bar will actually shrink the more and more I die. So you use your effigy to make yourself human again. That's also it's also used to do summons for boss battles and stuff like that, which we had in the first Dark Souls as well. It does happen a lot more often in this game, however. We do have life gems for our health right now. They are consumables, meaning once I use it, it's gone. When I sit at a bonfire, it's not going to reset again. We will get a Estus Flask, which is just like the health potion for Dark Souls. We do get that pretty soon. Another nice mechanic are the torches. Not used as much as I personally wish they would use it, because I think the mechanic's pretty good. But you use it to light your way during certain areas in the game. I guess the amount that they did use it did make sure that the game wasn't relying on that as a mechanic and taking it away from being just a normal hack and slash adventure game, but only a few areas where they use it, this being one of them. This is all a tutorial area. We actually didn't have to do any of it. We can skip over all of this. Come up behind somebody, do a backstab for major damage. If I two-hand my weapon, my torch is going to go out. You can see that there's a timer on the interface on the bottom left. We only have a certain amount of time that we can use a torch until we pick up more. Eventually it's not as much of a hassle to get more torches, but right now we're at a limited amount. Oop. Come on over. Let's run on over here. All of these tombstones have the controls that you can read if you haven't played one of these games before. That archer's getting me. Enemies are super easy at this point, though. Unless you're brand new to the game, you shouldn't have a problem getting through this area at all. And then from here, we're first going to want to drop this ladder. And we can actually give these crows stones to get upgradable materials. But we're not going to worry about it right now. That is there for the future. That might be a lot of stuff. I'll probably do it once on camera later on, but other than that, I'm probably going to do it off camera just so you guys can enjoy the new stuff. Get out of here. Alright, that other guy's coming to say hello. Just light this one. And for Dark Souls, if you aren't familiar, jumping mechanic's not the most flexible mechanic. It's not as easy as jumping in Mario or Sonic. Gotta sprint and then hit a button. That allows us to do the slightest of jumps. Climb up here. And then here's our, I forget the proper name of it, but kind of like the drop stab. There's a proper name. Take out these guys. Open this door. Our torch comes back as long as we don't two-hand a weapon or switch to a shield in place of our torch. Come back out here. Light this torch. And light this one. Now, we won't be able to get to this area yet. There's a couple things in there that we'll get later in the game, but we need a consumable. That's a tree branch, essentially, and it gets rid of these statues. So light that up. And then our last one is right here. Then we'll save the last 29-30 seconds of our torch. Because there are no more up ahead. But we are about to come outside, finally. To the beautiful hub world of Majula. Majula is a lot like, well, it's exactly like what Firelink Shrine was in the original Dark Souls. It's even got a pretty chime music melody to play while you're here. That's why we came down. Grab those. Binoculars, if we were going to be a caster, that is very much encouraged to grab. And then here is our first bonfire after the tutorial. Once we get here, we're going to want to talk to this young lady over here.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
She gives us our Estus flask.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrin.
So now we can level up. We can come back here to the Emerald Herald. I'm just going to call her the Herald.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Bearer of the curse, seek souls, seek the king, lest this...
It's kind of dialogue we've already heard. But for the Herald, we can level up. Because now we need to come into a character to level up. Can't just go to any bonfire. But that is not a curse in this game, as I'll show you in just a moment. We can level up all of our attributes here. We just don't have enough souls for it at this point. We can also upgrade our Estus Flask with her. We need to find an Estus Flask shard in order to do so. But that is her use. Let's go ahead and put on our Estus Flask real quick. Move our life gems to our next one. So our Estus Flask, you notice, we only have one. Where in the first one we would start with 5, and if you kindled a bonfire it would move up to 10, and so on and so forth. That doesn't happen in this game. We have to find Estus Flask shards to get our Estus Flask to have more uses. Up here, we can examine how many deaths are happening worldwide. I believe if we were offline, it would tell me how many deaths I have had, which right now is none. This guy's just a sappy old man. He just kind of cries a little bit. There's a couple merchants over there that we're not going to buy much from. The one guy we will buy a ton from is this man, but we need to find the key to open up his blacksmith area. But that's our blacksmith this game. Gotta say goodbye to Andre. Let's grab this item. And then there's one more up here before we go rest at the bonfire. More homeward bones. Do the quick new thing that happens in this game as opposed to the first one we can immediately travel between every bonfire that we rest at. So right now already, Majula is going to be our first little area that we can access, but we can go back to the one that was right after the old ladies at Things Betwixt. So that's the new addition to this game that I believe very much improved traversing through these games. But now that we've talked about that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the first episode here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, let me know what you enjoyed in the comments, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe. Continue being good people and spread positive vibes. Take care.